Hi, there are too many teaching points really to do in one lesson on Bodacious functitude, but that is what I'm going to try and do today. First of all, just practice it in chunks like every other piece you've played. There's an obvious first section and second section. There's a lot of difficult fingerings which we're going to focus on first. It's in 3 flats, so you need to focus on that. Write some flats in, as saxophone players aren't used to flats. So look out for that first E flat and the first A flat in the first full bar. And talking of fingerings, we're going to start with bar 7. It's a top F. You may not have done one before. We're going to do that bar really slowly. Getting that top F. Then I think the next thing to do is to note bar 14. We have some G flats in that bar, and this is typical of one of those bars where the G flats carry through the bar. Worth writing that last one in, right, the flat sign. One of the trickiest fingerings happens in bar 24. We've got an E flat sliding onto the C. Luckily you can tongue the C, this helps give you a little gap. That will need a lot of practice. Another similarly tricky fingering in bar 20, where you're going from an E flat to a D flat, so remembering to use this side as well. That will need a lot of practice. The very last bar as well has a tricky fingering. You have to do a trill from an E flat to an F, and the cheaty way of doing this is simply to move that middle finger. There are 2 interesting scales in this piece, worth practicing as a warm-up. In bar 20 you have what's called a whole tone scale. You may not have done one before, worth practicing very slowly. And then in bar 31 there's part of a chromatic scale. Again, practice this. But I think probably the main 2 features of this piece are rhythms and articulation. So just before I play this through, I'm going to show you some rhythms which you'll need to practice in isolation. Bar 17, when you get to it, is this very funky rhythm. We have at bar 21 another different rhythm. And notice when I get to bar 23, a very unusual semi-quaver, dotted quaver rhythm. This is bar 21. And then finally worth practicing bar 29, which is another different rhythm. Notice the articulation as well in all those parts. I'm going to play the piece through. Hope you enjoy.